Are you still buying pre-construction condos? Does it still make sense? Stay tuned, promise you, it'll be worth it. Good day, Toronto. Welcome to another episode of Prime Property. So glad you could join me here today. Are you still buying pre-construction today, right now, condos? I've been a lot less bullish on pre-construction condos since like mid-2018 or so. And it's not to say it doesn't work as a strategy, but is it the best strategy? And I'm gonna let you determine. Once you watch this entire video, got you there, you'll see why I've been less bullish on pre-con right now. You see, back in like February 2018, I think, or so, the city of Toronto like low-key secretly doubled the development charges, or DCs, for the city overnight, and the cost of pre-construction condos had jumped on the next project launch. I recall prices at that time in the downtown core, specifically Entertainment District area, which is one of my favorite spots. Grew up there, sold condos there, been there for like 20 years of my life. It went from like 950-ish per square foot for pre-con, and it broke $1,000. But like it didn't just break $1,000, it went way over that, right? So I recall we were selling 357 King Street West and Theater District for like sub $1,000 a foot at that time. And then a few months, boom, Maverick by Empire came out at $1,200 a foot, and it set a new standard, right? So I saw this phenomenon happen across different areas where there were comparable pre-con launches like across the street and stuff, right? And this has happened all in like mid-2018. However, the resale prices never went up at that price because, you know, it just doesn't work that way. So I don't think resale condos in the downtown area at that time even broke $1,000 per foot until like maybe mid-2018 or so. There was like a 1-year delay. So perspective, it's like mid-2021 right now, and 400 King just launched in February 2021 for $1,600 a foot. Resale in a building that's like 1 or 2 years old is like $1,100 to $1,150. So you can see the spread has gone wider and wider. So my question is, are you still buying pre-construction? See, if this is the type of real estate content you enjoy, then make sure you help us spread the knowledge by smashing that like button and subscribing to the Prime Property channel and sharing this video with all your family and friends. Now, every week I talk about real estate content that matters the most to you, because all of this real talk is because we want to be transparent and honest. And by doing so, when you are ready, you'll be like, Zen, that guy, he was very knowledgeable on YouTube. I'm gonna give him a call, and you can use the link right here to book a call with me to strategize your future. Now, while I have no issues with pre-construction as a strategy, zero issues, okay? You have to ask yourself if it is the best strategy for you and what you're trying to do. You have to align your real estate strategy with what you're trying to accomplish financially. It's very important. And this is why I've introduced cash flowing properties outside of Toronto for a lot of first-time investors, because it makes more sense than pre-con. And that's why I have been less and less bullish on pre-con than I was in 2018, because it's harder to make the numbers work. Here's a little secret on why pre-con is pushed so hard. Did you know the average commission when an agent sells a pre-construction condo is 4%? And the average commission for a resale property is 2.5%? 2.5, yeah. That means an agent gets paid more selling pre-con than they do resale, and you don't even have to show any properties. Now, I'm gonna get flack from my industry for this, but it's true, right? Yes, blah, blah, blah. You get paid much later. Agent's gonna object to this, blah, blah, blah. But still, you get paid more, right? So agents who only want to optimize for the most amount of money they can make in our industry will always gravitate towards pre-con. And you'll know them because all they sell is pre-con. So obviously there's more work than what I make it seem, but when you have higher margins and commissions, that's why it gets sold to you like it's the best thing since sliced bread. So that's why you have to understand whether it makes sense or not for you to buy pre-con as an investment strategy. You see, I've moved off pre-con in like mid-2018 because back then the spread in pre-con and resale really wasn't that bad. It was almost on par if you got the right project and the right builder. But it was still quite viable and easy at the time. Plus, I knew, and the rents did catch up when you get keys, so that when you got keys, they'll be cash flow positive and you're sitting on a lot of equity. I can't say the same right now. You see, when we bought like pre-con for $1,000, like sub $1,000 a foot, for the rent you need to collect to break even was $4 a foot, which is where it was pre-pandemic, if not even higher. So that's why I said it makes sense. So that $500,000, 500 square foot condo, back then you could get $2,000 in rent and you'd be breaking even and you'll be okay, right? But now we're at $1,600 a foot, and that $500,000 condo is not a one bedroom, it's a bachelor's, that's like 312 square feet, and you're gonna need $6.40 per foot to break even on that bachelor's. It's not in the realm of impossible, but is it harder to achieve? Yeah, 100%. Especially, this is a bad idea if you're refinancing your house, increasing your debt load on your primary residence, and using that refinance money to buy a pre-con. No. Mathematically, makes no sense. I don't even know why. This is why it's important to determine what your end goal and what you're trying to do with real estate is, because there are pros and cons to pre-construction. And again, I have nothing wrong with the strategy. It's just not the kind of go-to one, and not everyone has to go for pre-con because it's the best thing since sliced bread, and it's not the default strategy pick, right? However, it's still better than leaving your money in the bank because of all this money printing, blah, blah, inflation, and talking about it again, right? So it is better than that. But what pre-con is great for is those who can't qualify for a mortgage right now, or clients who have too much money, yes, that's a thing, and they just don't want to deal with tenants, right? Where cash flow isn't as important to them and they just want their money doing something. So generally these are like my doctors and dentist clients, or like, they're overseas, foreign buyers, right? So who aren't here to deal with the tenants. So think about what you want to accomplish with real estate investing, because there are more strategies to real estate investing than just pre-construction condos and throwing money at it, right? If you want to figure out what the best strategy for you is, you can book a call with me using the link right here. It's www.chadzan.com, and we'll strategize a call and your future. Until next time, your move, your future. See ya. Now that you're done watching this one, how about this one? Oh, you know what? This one's good too. Ooh, this one's really good. You know what? Just watch them both.